Hi there, I'm Mandy from Kitchen Joy. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Mackinac Island Fudge recipe from my cookbook, My Little Michigan Kitchen. So first what we're going to do, we need a heavy bottom saucepan, a reasonable size one, about 3.5 quarts, I believe is this size. And we're going to get that started heating up. And then we're going to add to the saucepan 2 cups of white sugar, the brown sugar, chopped unsweetened chocolate, unsweetened cocoa powder, pinch of salt, 1 cup heavy cream, and some light cornstarch. I recommend using a heat-proof spatula, like a silicone spatula for this, because you're going to want to be able to stir really well and scrape down the sides of the pan really well.
At this point, we're going to just continue stirring and heating over the medium heat until the temperature reaches 235 degrees. Be sure to check the temperature really often, moving the thermometer around just to make sure you're getting accurate readings. Once you start seeing bubbles, you'll know you're getting close. Continue watching the temperature extremely frequently and thoroughly as you get closer to the 235 mark. You might notice that the temperature pauses a little bit. You'll kind of get stuck around like 220, 225, and then it'll sort of shoot up from there. So just watch really carefully. Once you've reached the target temperature, remove it from the heat. Stir in the vanilla, and then top with the butter. Disperse the butter really evenly across the surface of the fudge mixture, and do not stir it. At this point, you want to just leave it perfectly still. The butter's going to melt across the top of the surface, and you want to let that mixture cool to 120 degrees. Generally takes about a half hour depending on the temperature in the room. Be sure to check the temperature frequently. Once the temperature has cooled to 120, you're going to stir the butter into the fudge mixture. It's going to be really thick. Once that butter is incorporated, then you can add in any mix-ins. I like to use toffee bits, so just get those stirred in pretty evenly, and then you're going to pour it out onto your marble slab. You're going to need to have a pastry scraper, or they call it a bench scraper, or some sort of wide flat spatula to use for the scraping motion. So what we're going to do is use the bench scraper, and you're going to do a sort of a series of scraping and folding. You're going to just sort of turn that fudge mixture over onto itself And it's going to be still pretty runny for the first few minutes, and it'll just gradually start to cool down and set up. You'll start to notice that it's going to not be quite as shiny, and it's going to start holding its shape just a little bit more. Once it's holding its shape a little better, you're going to just carefully form it into like a log shape. So you'll start to see it's not running quite as much around the edges, and just sort of work it to the shape and length and size that you desire. Try and get it as sort of smooth as possible and evenly dispersed so that it can set up. Then you'll be ready to slice and serve. It's best if served at room temperature, so if you store it in the fridge or something, just make sure you bring to room temperature before you serve. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoy making your own Mackinac Island Fudge at home.